Thank you so much for having me.
You're very easy to talk to. You know, you're a strong man of your faith, and that's what makes it so easy. We connected like that in the beginning.
What is up? What is up? What is up? Everyone. It is another day, another time, and another week for, we're just going to call this Music Love Awards, because that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. We've already done We'll Talk Monday. As y'all could clearly see, like we did We'll Talk Monday. If we go over there, you'll see I had on a white shirt. Even did a quick wardrobe change. I mean, for some people that's coming on the show, like, you got to make sure you look A1 for some people that come on your show. I mean, when you get somebody that's not nominated for one award, not nominated for 2 awards, but she nominated for 3 awards, y'all, you got to make sure that you look A1 for somebody like that. So let's look at her. Miss Tiphani. She's nominated for Podcast of the Year with Tips Tuesday. Then she's nominated for Musician of the Year. Then she's also nominated for Female Vocalist of the Year. So y'all, like, legit, we got a legend up in the building. So what I want y'all to do is sit back, grab y'all's popcorn, because even backstage, she was feeding me some nuggets. So, like, grab y'all's popcorn, because she definitely about to drop some gems on y'all tonight. So, I want y'all to like, I want y'all to share, and I want y'all to tag and let everybody know that we up in here. We back up in here tonight. What is up? What is up, sis?
What up, what up, what up? How you doing?
I am well. How are you?
I am doing good.
Like, let me tell you, you know you are a VIP because I don't do 2 shows in a row for nobody. Especially not back to back.
Man. Hey.
But legit.
Well, thank you.
But legit, like, when you reached out and told me that you was down to do an interview for being nominated for a Music Love Awards, I was like, okay, bet I got to make that happen by any means necessary. Once again, I appreciate you for just being patient with me and working with me, because I know that I was a little busy at one point and I had some things.
That's all right. That's all right. We here then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So tell the people a little bit about you.
All right. What's up, everybody? I'm Tiphani. I am an entertainer, podcaster, singer, minister of music, wife, daughter, granddaughter, friend, many hats. I'm the host of Tips Tuesdays, which is an inspirational podcast. As he stated in the beginning, I have been nominated for Podcast of the Year for Tips Tuesdays, and also Female Vocalist and Musician of the Year. I'm just excited to be a part of this show tonight and you'll get to know a little bit more about me here in a minute. But that's a little bit of who I am. So there you go.
All right. So first off, I got to start it off with what has been your experiences with the Music Love Awards? Because some people don't understand how much of a vibe it is and how much of a family atmosphere it is there.
Yeah. So last year was my first year at the Music Love Awards. Before then, I'd never heard of the Music Love Awards. So it was definitely an honor to, on the first year of me going to the Music Love Awards, to be nominated. Then last year, I was nominated for Musician of the Year, and that nomination took me by surprise. But I'll tell you a little bit about that later. So the Music Love Awards experience for me was very amazing, awesome. I love the praise and worship that went forward. It was definitely not what I expected. I've never been to an awards as far as with like the gospel and my podcast and things like that. I've been to an awards, but not like the Music Love Awards. So I was very excited and very, I guess you could say, surprised, because I didn't know what to expect. It was the first awards that I had been to for the Music Love Awards. So it was an awesome time to be had. The spirit was high in the place for anybody that's coming for the first time this year. And just get ready, get ready, get ready. And then this year being nominated for 3 nominations, uh, just to be recognized on the things that I am accomplishing. I'm learning to take try out of my vocabulary. The things that I am accomplishing and the recognition of those things. All the glory belongs to God. And I just thank Him in advance for every open door and opportunity that I am able to experience. So,
Facts. Like I did not know who you was until when I read how many awards you was nominated for. I'm like, okay, let me do my research on her. And when I researched you, I was like, oh, okay, okay. Let me put some respect on her name. She is not a regular. I respect that. I respect that. I respect that.
oh,
So let's start it off with how did you get started in music?
whew, okay. So, music. I've been doing music all my life, basically. My mother was a musician and singer. My dad is a musician, singer. Both of them songwriters. My mom was pregnant with me on the organ in church all the time. So it was something that was always there. So I can remember probably like being from a picture, being like 2 or 3 with a microphone in my hand, and I had a guitar on one picture and in some heels. I don't let them heels go, but so I've always been around music. I've always wanted to do music, whether it's singing, whether it's songwriting. I kind of just got into playing the keyboard. Growing up in the church, I was a filler person. That's what I call them. The ones, the PK kids that kind of fill in where they need to be. You know, we
Mhm.
might need an usher this church service. We might need somebody to pray. You know, so you kind of learn how to do a little bit of everything, and that's kind of how I was. I'm not gonna say thrown into playing the piano, but thrown into playing the piano. Uh, it was a filler position. And I play by ear, so that's
I
another
playing
thing
by
that
ear.
amazes people. So I've been playing the piano since I would say like I was like 11 or 12, and I've been singing forever. But I can remember at the age of like 6 or 7 me writing one of my first songs, which was just like the tune of I think it's T.D. Jakes that sang the Lord prepare me to be a sanctuary, tried and true with thanksgiving. I'll be a living sanctuary, Lord, for you. So I did a song.
Hold on. What you're not gonna do is break out with some vocals like that, and then just skate past it like you ain't just did what you did when you did what you did.
Oh Lord.
So, like, what we not gonna do is that, like, comment section. Did y'all hear that? Like, Whitney Houston, who?
Oh, look,
Jennifer
I don't know
Hudson,
about Whitney
who?
Houston, but hey.
Like, legit. Like, what you're not gonna do is act like you ain't just do what you did when you did what you did.
Oh,
The doors of the church is now open. Whoever
I'm
will, let
done.
them come.
I'm done. But no, look, with that song, what I did, I don't remember the lyrics that I wrote to this day out, because like I said, I was like 7. I'm pushing
Hello.
40 now. So hey, that's my sister. And I see Crystal and hey. But no, that
My bro
that
up here.
song right there, I made my own words to it, and that was like my first like dabbling with songwriting that I remember. And then, from there, like I would try and write songs and things like that. And, I did R&B, I did hip hop, uh, and now I'm doing gospel and inspiration music. So when you talk about just music alone, it's a lot. I got serious doing music in 2011 as far as recording it and putting music out. Uh, I remember, now here's something to throw out there for you. I remember in middle school, so I was in 8th grade, signing up for the talent show at the high school. And being in that talent show, I sang, oh, His Eyes on the Sparrow. It had to be His Eyes on the Sparrow that I sang. I didn't win. Okay? And so when I went to high school in my 9th grade year, I entered the talent show again, right? And I did a different song. I did Faith Evans' Never Let You Go, or Never Let Go, whatever the title is. Won first place, right?
Of course you did.
Won first place.
Of course you did.
The next year, I got into the talent show. Well, I tried to get into the talent show. No one would sign up because I was getting in the talent show. And I remember the lady that was over it. She was like, "Hey, do you want to perform at the talent show? Because nobody is really getting in the talent show because you're in the talent show." So 8th grade didn't win. 9th grade I won. 10th grade I was the special performance. So, and to be honest with you, when I won in 9th grade, it wasn't even like, well, I don't know. Okay, so anybody that's a singer, you're automatically your biggest critic. So I'm thinking in my head everything I did wrong or what I could have did better and things like that. And I ended up winning first place. So I'm just like, that wasn't even my best performance, But, that's just a little bit of background. She had all the kindergartners slayed in the spirit. I'm done. But this was in middle school and high school. So, and I've always been a person, even like in school, like if we had like certain projects, I would always cater it to how I can present it. So I would always have some kind of music presentation when it comes to school or just anything that I did. Like I can remember, I don't remember exactly what I did, but I remember having my mom come up to the school and play for a speech. It was either English or a speech project. It was English. It was an English project that I did, and I did some kind of song or whatever for my presentation. So music has just always been a part of my life, and yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. So
Hey y'all.
after getting the kindergartners and all them slayed in the spirit and getting people to the point to where they reading the list and they like, Tiffany, no, I ain't
And
gonna
that
do
was
that.
before I was Tiffany. I wasn't even Tiffany then. Did I confuse you?
Yes. Okay. Please explain. What you mean you wasn't
Um,
Tiffany then?
I was just Allison. Allison is my government name. So
I did not know it. I thought
Allison is
Tiffany
my
was
government
your
name.
government.
Tiffany is my stage name. Tiffany is not part of my name. It's a name that my dad wanted to name me, and I decided to utilize that name, for when I'm performing. So, but some people only know me as Tiffany, some people only know me as Allison, and I answer to both. But what I mean by that's before I was Tiffany, see, because I hadn't tapped in
To that
to,
stage presence.
yes, I hadn't tapped into that yet. So that was definitely before Tiffany.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that.
Oh, but yeah, yeah. Government with a T. Yeah, I'm done. Government. Be silly.
So now we're gonna go into the podcasting side of your journey.
Podcasting. So
So how did you get started with that?
just to start off, um, never seen myself podcasting. Uh, Working on liking my talking voice, but podcasting was definitely not something that I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be a podcaster one day." So I went to school. I went back to school in 2019, and I ended up graduating with my bachelor's in 2021 for music business. And within the classes that I was taking, we learned about different things. And one of the things that we surfaced over was podcasting. We had to come up with a podcast for one of the assignments and things like that. So it was something that, I was like, I wonder if I can do a podcast. Then after that, it was like, well, if you do a podcast, what you gonna do a podcast about? And after that question, I was like, well, I don't want to be like everybody else and do the gossip or do politics or do sports. First of all, I'm not into all of that. So I was like, what kind of podcast do you want to do? And I'm always, if you go down my Facebook timeline or Instagram, I'm always encouraging somebody somehow, some way, whether it's just like a post with some words or it might be an encouraging song, whatever it may be. So I decided to just go with an inspirational podcast. It started off as just an audio podcast. That's where you get Tips Tuesdays. And that was in February of 2022. And as I stated before, I don't like my voice played back, my talking voice played back. So I can sing in front of thousands, probably could sing in front of millions. I would be happy, satisfied with just singing in front of that many people. But when it comes down to my talking, that is something that I'm like, no, I don't like my voice played back and things like that. So, like I said, that was February 2022. Then, May of the same year, I went ahead and went live with my podcast, bringing other guests on and starting off. And look, y'all can go back and look at some of the episodes. You can go back and look at, from episode 1 all the way up until now. But I'm gonna tell you right now, you'll see a difference from the beginning to now. In the beginning, I would allow the host, the other co-host or guest that would be on the show, I would allow them to talk, and I would just be like, yeah, But now, now I'm into it more. I talk a little more, well, not a little more, a lot more, as you can tell right now on this podcast. So I'm getting to love my talking voice and things like that. So, but I never see myself having a podcast. We've been going strong for 3 years. It'll be 4 in February. So, we're almost there. We're almost there. So, but Tips Tuesdays is an inspirational podcast where you get inspiration, motivation, and encouragement. And with the Tips Tuesdays library hash, you get different perspective with those same inspirational topics. So, and we just have fun with it and have good inspirational conversation. So
Yeah. I have been on Tips Tuesdays and I loved it. I loved it.
yeah, you just got a little tease because you had an interview. You just got a
Yeah.
little tease.
Yeah, I got a little tease. I gotta come back for just the full episode. I gotta come back.
Yeah, most definitely.
Now, I wasn't gonna put you on the spot, but the comments won't.
Let them hear you. What's my podcaster voice? It's what it is right now. What's up? It's your girl Tiphani. That's it. I don't know what my podcast voice is. I thought I was in my podcast voice. I don't know.
All right. We're gonna have some fun. We
Lord.
have a little bit of fun now. So at this point, we about to play a game entitled This or That.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you 3 options, and one of these 3 options have to go, and all of our work has to go with them.
We shall see.
So we're gonna go Janet Jackson, Whitney Houston, or Mariah Carey.
Ooh.
Yeah, I came out hard. From jump, I came out hard.
I'm gonna say Janet Jackson. Ooh, y'all don't beat me up. That's only because I really don't know Janet Jackson songs, but that's just because I don't know a lot of people's songs.
Oh no! Somebody put in the comments.
Whitney,
Whitney.
What is your problem? Me and her gonna have a conversation later.
Like Whitney, of all of them to go, Whitney's the one that's staying.
Right, exactly. I sing me some Whitney. I believe the children are your future.
Come on.
Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside.
Oh.
Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity, because the greatest love is happening to me.
All right.
I found the greatest love inside of me.
You know what?
Crystal,
We taking up the off one at this time. The collection plate is going to win. Whoever will. We are taking up off one at this time because after that,
Lord, and Crystal then said Whitney. No, not Whitney.
All right, all right, all right. So, all right, here we go. We're gonna go Denzel Washington, Michael B. Jordan, or Tay Diggs.
I'm gonna say Tay Diggs.
Okay, 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 okay.
I feel like I'm butchering this. Tay Diggs. Denzel, definitely not.
All right,
Not gonna be
all right. Let's
yeah.
see. We're gonna go Sanel Latham, Gabrielle Union, or Nia Long.
Me alone.
You said Nia.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. All right, we're gonna go. Did I use Boris Cujo in the last one?
No.
Okay.
Like I'm over here
We're gonna
trying to
go.
think of who.
We're gonna go Michael Ealy, Boris Cujo, and Will Smith.
I'm gonna say Boris Cujo because I can't even think of who that is.
You said what?
Y'all don't knock me out in the comments. I can't think of Boris. Who is Boris? Boris Cujo. Is he light skinned?
Yeah, yeah, bald head.
Okay, and he married to she light skinned too.
Yep. Played
Okay,
on
I know who you're talking
14.
about now. I know who you're talking about now. But I would still say him.
Okay. All right, let's see.
Hey, this is good. You got some tight ones in there.
What you say?
I said, this is good. You got some tight ones in there.
I know. All right. Last one. This one, I gotta hit you with a hard one.
Okay. Oh, Lord.
Michael Jackson, Prince, or James Brown.
Mm. Man.
Yeah. I had to say the best for last.
Woo.
Michael, Prince,
I'm
or
about to say you
James.
wouldn't have Michael or Prince without James. And dang.
Prince was more of a musician.
Michael is like the ultimate entertainer. Ooh, but he learned from one of the ultimate entertainers. I don't know on that one. You got me stumped on that one.
All right.
You got me stumped on that one.
All right. I'm gonna give you one more.
Okay.
We're gonna go Boys to Men, New Edition, or Jackson 5.
Lord, you giving me all these tough ones. I'm gonna say Drew Hill.
You said Boys to Men?
Drew Hill.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I respect that.
That's my answer, and I'm sticking to it.
All right. I'll take that one. So
Yeah.
now what I'm gonna do is I want you to tell my audience where they can find you at. I want you to tell my audience where they can find you at, how they can support you, and what you got coming up next. And you
Alright.
definitely be coming back.
Most definitely. Hey, let me know when. First and foremost, everything that you need to know about Tiphani go to everythingtiffany.com. That's everything, Tiphani, Tiffany.com, everythingtiffany.com. There you'll be able to find the podcast, you'll be able to find my music, you'll be able to find other exclusive things on the website. Um, Vote for the Music Love Awards, Podcast of the Year, Female Vocalist of the Year, and Musician of the Year. Vote, vote, vote. You can also find that voting link at everythingtiffany.com. So go and vote. The voting is going until July 31st. It is unlimited. So whenever you think about it, which is hopefully more than once a day, just vote, vote, vote. Scroll down, submit, do it again. Just do it over and over and over and over. We got Tips Tuesdays for the podcast. You got Female Vocalist of the Year and Musician of the Year. Some things that I have coming up is, before the end of the year, I'll be getting back into the studio. And you can find my music. I said you can find my music on everythingtiffany.com, but you can stream my music on anything that you listen to music on. So if you're on Apple, you can listen to it there. Amazon, Pandora, iHeartRadio. Just put in Tiphani, and you can listen to my music. My latest project is my EP, Same Old Praise, and it has 4 songs on there that you need to go and check out. Walk by Faith, Like You, Without You, and Same Old Praise. And I'm trying to make sure I answered all your questions there. But go to everythingtiffany.com and you'll be able to keep up with me with everything that I have going on there. So, is it?
All right. And once again, we thank you for coming on. Like I said, you definitely have to come back. We got to get you on a We'll Talk Monday episode and just have like a sit back and relax conversation. We definitely got to kick it one night on the show. So
Yes.
I definitely appreciate you and definitely will be talking to you soon about getting that set up. As I always say, you all, sometimes our disappointments are nothing more than God's appointments, meaning sometimes if we look at it as bad, God is only turning it around for our good. Stay blessed, and be a blessing to someone else. And I will see y'all next week. Peace. Hello. We pray that you enjoyed this episode coming from James H. Glover Studios. And if you want to see more like it, follow us, like, and subscribe to all of our social media stations so that you can never miss another episode like this. See y'all soon.